This is ZB News here, and welcome to my sort of review, maybe, of Manchester United versus PSG. Just like I've been looking on Twitter and stuff, and basically there's a lot of like complaining and whinging, and people just complaining about what the game was last night. And just to basically sum it up, basically it was absolutely dreadful, and it's just the same fundamental problems from last season, in my opinion, from Manchester United in that game. Everything that went wrong at the end of last season, from winning against Man City, I think the last game we won, to all the way drawing to Hull at 0-0 in the last game, was the same fundamental problems with the way we're playing football. And I've got no problem with the way we're playing football. I don't mind if it's boring to watch or whatever, but it's just there's a fundamental thing where we just cannot break teams down when they sit back and defend. And obviously our defensive errors in the first half cost us, but it doesn't matter. I mean, people can get lucky goals. I think PSG probably were lucky to get 2 goals in the first half. But, you know, we've got to be able to break teams down when they sit back anyway. But yeah, I'll go into that detail a bit more. But obviously, I thought I'd just go through 10 points of what I thought of the game. So obviously, despite what Van Gaal may say publicly, he surely does realise that we need a world-class centre-half. Because if you see during that game, the second goal for PSG was absolutely shocking. Phil Jones tracking back, right? Who is he marking? He just walks back. Ibrahimovic just ghosts him. Ibrahimovic isn't flipping Messi ghosting him behind. He's massive. He surely should be able to realise what's going on and see the run and get an interception or something. But that was dreadful defending. And you can say what you want about Daly Bennett at centre half, but he is the better centre half of the bloody two of them. He was actually superb against Ibrahimovic, I thought. Obviously, that's just my opinion. I don't think he should be playing centre-back. I agree with everyone else. But there's no way he was to blame in that game. I thought he was the better of the two. But neither one of them should be playing, in my opinion, anyway. We need to sign a world-class centre-half who can partner Chris Smalling, because Chris Smalling can develop into a good centre-half. Phil Jones, I don't know what's going on with him. I thought he was guaranteed to be world-class, and I thought Chris Smalling and Johnny Evans weren't going to make it. And now I'm certain Chris Smalling is going to make it. But Phil Jones, at the moment, just doesn't look like he's going to... Anyway, so Matteo Darman is by far the best signing so far. He's been absolutely superb. He's probably been the best right-back we've had in a long, long time, like since Gary Neville in his prime, probably. He's been superb. Absolutely stunning. Getting forward, tracking back, defensively, recovered a lot of the time for Phil Jones and Daly Blint's errors. Getting in, tackling Ibrahimovic. So thirdly, Fellaini and Herrera would have been useful in the game, but once again, they were absent. I don't know what the hell's going on. We can't break a team down. We've got to bring Marouane Fellaini on. We've got to hoof it. It's simple as that. We've got to have a plan B. Every team has a plan B. That's our plan B, so we need to bloody use it. I mean, suppose it was a pre-season game and he was trying to get the fitness of the players, but we've got to be ready and prepare for that option if that happens against Tottenham. If Tottenham are winning in the last 10 minutes, we need to be able to switch the game up, and we need to practice switching the game up. And Herrera, I'm sorry, right, but I won't ramble on about Herrera, but without a doubt he should be in the team, and it's as simple as that. I think it might be just a pre-season thing that he maybe it's we can't say that he's not going to play Herrera against Tottenham, but he hasn't given him a full 90 minutes, so that suggests that he won't be playing. But I don't know what it is with Herrera. He is our best midfielder in terms of he's the only one that can get the ball, break it down, get it forward, and then actually join in the attack. He is a superb midfielder, and I'm not going to ramble on too much, like I said, but he has to play, without a doubt, and everybody can plainly see why he has to play. And Phil Jones will never be a Champions League level defender. Blint is being obviously misused at centre-back, and Jones is not good enough for the Premier League. And Blint's distribution ability, he's obviously been wasted at the back. I mean, his distribution is he's better than any of our centre-backs at distributing the ball. Fair dues, but doesn't mean you play him at centre-back. I think he can do a job there, without a doubt. I really do. I feel like he can play centre-back, and that's just my opinion. Other people don't. Phil Jones, I don't know. I really don't know about him. I think I could give him one more season, one more chance. And if he can't do it throughout the season, I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to sign a centre-back. So he's going to be, appears, the partnership with Chris Smalling, I think, will be our best partnership. If we don't sign another centre-back, then this is his season. This is his chance. He needs to stay injury-free, and those two need to to make a partnership out of this. They've got a chance, okay, so they don't need to waste it. Rooney wasn't very good last night. If you compare him to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he was just, Ibrahimovic was miles classier than he does. He doesn't have the same quality as a striker. He just didn't seem to get himself in the game, and he was having one of those games where everyone was playing shit behind him, and he just tries to completely control the game, and that's the problem, right? Van Gaal stopped him from doing that last season, and this season, in that game, we were playing dreadful. We couldn't get the ball forward. We couldn't break the team down. So Rooney ended up dropping deep and trying to play every position out of the whole 11. And you know what? He's showing good character there, but by doing that, he makes it worse for the likes of Mata, Memphis, Schneiderlin, Schweinsteiger, Carrick, because that's their job to do that, and he's trying to do their job because they're not doing it properly. So that's a problem which we need to sort out. It's not a problem with Wayne Rooney playing up front, in my opinion. I think it's a problem with his sort of attitude to the game. So older members of the squad, especially Rooney and Carrick, appeared to be critical in the second half of the season. They just don't seem to be. They were critical last season, and Carrick yesterday wasn't very good, I didn't think. I don't know what was wrong. He didn't seem to pick the passes right and stuff. No amount of training, ground drills are going to turn Valencia into a fullback. Obviously, when he came on, he was just so bad. He just doesn't. I just don't think Valencia can be trusted as a right back. I think he's a good squad player in terms of a third choice winger and a third choice right back, but I just don't see him as a first team player anyway. So under pressure, United really played horribly. They were pressing in PSG and they were trying to pass it out from the back, and they couldn't pass it out from the back. They couldn't do it. They simply couldn't do it. They just didn't have the quality at the back, and that's what I just don't understand. We need a world-class centre-half, and we need a ball-playing centre-half alongside him. We need a Vidic and we need a Ferdinand. We haven't got that, and we really, really need it, and I just don't know what to say. And finally, I feel like Mata doesn't have a long-term future as a right winger. He's useless in terms of the fact that he cuts in. He doesn't have the pace to cut inside and have a shot. He slows the play down when we're trying to counter-attack. And he's just not got any risk. He doesn't have a risk to his game. And that's the problem. This is what I'm going to bring on finally, right? We're playing no risk football, okay? So when people put blocks of 4 behind, there's no risk. There's nobody playing a risky pass. There's nobody other than Pereira and Memphis that were actually taking people on and playing a risky ball. That's why you need Ander Herrera in there. Mata seems to have had all the creativity drilled out of him. He doesn't play a risky pass. He's lost it. He needs to play through the middle. Memphis needs to play on the wing. And again, that's just the frustrating part of that game, was that we're playing people out of position. And I know it's just a pre-season game, but we're playing people out of position, and they're not playing the position right. It's like you can't. I don't really know what to say, but you just can't play people out of position and expect it to work. I mean, if you've got a centre back in Johnny Evans, right, and you've got Daley Blind, right? Daley Blind is better than Johnny Evans at football, but Johnny Evans is better at Daley Blind at centre back. It'd be like saying, right, we're going to play Wayne Rooney at right back because he's a better player than Valencia. That doesn't make sense. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that. You can't just play someone out of position. I mean, that's just what I think we've learned from that game, is that we simply haven't learned from the mistakes we made last season towards the end. We can't break teams down. We're not playing risky football. We need to play risky football when we're playing against the likes of West Brom. I don't know who else did we lose last season. Swansea. I don't know, Bournemouth, when we're playing against Leicester. These teams, we need to play risky football. If we don't play risky football, we're not going to win the league. We're not going to beat these teams. And we're going to have the same problems we had last season. We need to play risky football. And I've just said the same thing over and over again. But that is the crucial thing we've learnt from this game, in my opinion. From this tour, we've learnt Darmian is quality. Memphis is quality. Pereira is quality. Pereira and Memphis are the only 2 players that are taking people on and making risks. Herrera, when he plays, takes risks. Schweinsteiger played some quality balls, but he's not match fit. That's another thing we learned, okay? We need to sort this out, okay? We need to, when people play blocks of 4, we need to be able to penetrate that, and we just couldn't penetrate it. And that is the problem. I don't really know. I think that's all I can say really on this. I'm bitterly disappointed. It's not really a review, but my man of the match without a doubt is Matteo Darmian, and he was fantastic. But his quality in the last third wasn't really that good. But anyway, this has been European News here. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your opinions on the game. I thought it was mediocre, and I said why. Have a nice day. Please follow me on Twitter at European News. If I haven't said, have a nice. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.